Sentimental FX update for the 10th of September, and it's ECB day, ECB Thursday. S&P chart's interesting for two reasons. Well, you could argue three reasons. Is that we have some supply at 3674 from the November high. If you remember, that was MR1 in November, and then we had a strong rejection of MR1. So we're below that, and the other thing of interest is the EMA support at 3660. We're 9 points away. We hit it quite strongly. It was quite accurate, the MA there. So, and thirdly is just to look at your technicals as well. Daily is strong, but the others are weak. So keep an eye on 3662. 3660, and we are below that line on November high, and that was monthly resistance 1. Now, if we have a dovish ECB and they're projecting sluggish growth in Q4, then that's going to be bad for the euro, and that's going to be positive for the dollar. And if the dollar does rally, then that can hurt this. So it's been a very choppy week for signals, and I think it explains why the signals have been very off skew, is because of the positioning of the smart money ahead of the ECB. Because if they're projecting a dovishness from the ECB, then they're going to obviously put money into the dollar. And if the dollar gets traction, this will fall, and it's going to be a wrecking ball for everything. It's going to affect every single thing that we look at. Every single one of these symbols is going to be affected directly by the dollar, like that, for example, because of the correlation of the Aussie US dollar. So keep an eye on that dollar bubble, and the bubbles are misbehaving all week, so there's definitely something brewing, so just be careful. MR1 for AJ is there, 7802, above 7831 and 7678 choppy on the dynamic. AU taking the stops out, which I thought would happen. Don't forget their sizes were absolutely huge at the start of the week, and what's happening is that they're getting stopped out and they're just exiting because, you know, the volatility is just pretty impossible to trade. It's just disgusting, really. Horrible price action. 74.87 and 73.95. That's them selling it, so it could come up, but it's just a whipsaw, and it's just nasty. And we are a buy at the high level. EA taking the SLC out, 16210 and 16150. We're going to take this SLC out at 12102 and 12054. There's the robot selling it at that point. So we were in nice profits. So we'll have to wait and see. It's just going to be very choppy ahead of the ECB. So yeah, it's pretty tricky week. There's the pound being very pound-like, very volatile. 133.90. And 133.12, we are a buy at the high level, sideways, signals signaling and sell across all MAs. Horrible. NU, this is the largest SLC, no, it's the second largest, dollar CAD's the largest. 71.20, and one below is 0.7. It's them going long over time, so that will be bearish, so be careful. EJ, we had a signal to sell, but it's coming up anyway, so it's telling us that the retail guys are getting paid. At high level, it's a buy. Pretty sideways on the dynamic. If we go to MFB, okay, yeah, it's a bit strange, really. I'm not sure what's going on there. One above is 126.70 and 125.69. It's quite good on the MAs, and it's looking quite strong. So we might get it at SLC. Yeah, tricky one, really. Pound yen, we're falling, no doubt Brexit related. 140.90, and the SLC was 139.24, so we crashed through that, and we're going to hunt stops all the way down. We are by the high level, but we're pretty sideways, and they could be going long. If they do, we'll come down. Dollar yen. Now this has been naughty as well, because it shouldn't be going up, because it's actually a sell at the high level. So the FX pairs are being very choppy and naughty. 104.5, we did definitely take it, I believe. Look at that, it's just probed it and it's taken no stops. So our monthly pivot is 104.36. So now we've got that, we can bounce off that now. Below 103.89. Dollar CAD. This is the signal to buy according to the bubble deviation. One above is 128.37 and 127.62, and they're going long, so it could be falling on the average line. MFB pretty sideways. Don't forget we're doing bubble versus bubble, not actually the Pacific pair. So the CAD bubble weakened, but the dollar bubble strengthened versus the CAD, and that's why we got the signal. Dollar Swiss one above, 89.21 and 88.50. We're sell at the high level, very sideways. So we need to clear out some stops in order for this price to move out of a range. Gold, last but not least, and I'm going to wrap up the video after this, is 1850.43 and monthly pivot is 1835. So that's going to be a good support. Marco's projecting upside potential for this because of the low fix and the demand as well. So just trade safely today. I'm actually out now of my all trades, and it's been pretty horrible for the signal. So just be careful. Hopefully you didn't get too screwed and too messed up from them. Remember to not overtrade, and then you'll be okay. ECB is going to be a big mover, and I think we might finally see some movement on the dollar. So, and because the dollar bubble went up on the bubble chart in May, and that's just so weird how long it stayed up there. So these guys, the retail guys, are going to be exhausted, and they're going to be wanting to give up because they haven't made any money since May, and they're starting to make money these last 2 weeks. So they might be taking profits early. Just be careful, and I'm around if you need me. I'm going to be taking it easy today, no trades, because this week's been very choppy, and next week should be better for the signals. So stick with us and you'll be okay, and I'll speak to you soon.